these bitches neck so long, sometimes I fucking stuck. I can put you in my bed. Do not wish me death tomorrow. Bitches be on dick today, sing every word of tomorrow. Bitch, I still got cases. bitches neck so long, sometimes I fucking stuck. I can put you in my business. You not wish me dead tomorrow. Bitches be on dick today, sing every word of up tomorrow. Bitch, I still got cases open. Keep your mouth shut tomorrow. Play with me today, then get some sleep. You know it's up tomorrow. Fake bitch, that's why my friend fucked on your nigga. Both you bitches pussy, I think that she scissor. She bought a chain, I bought the same one, even bigger. She throwing shots, that's how I know I got a trigger. I don't speak dog ho, I don't care what no bitch say. I stay on her mind, I got condos in that bitch head. She said she don't fuck with me, who say that you can't hold? That nigga a munchin', he gon' eat me like a mango. Long ass week, it be tickling my ass crack. Wonder what I do tomorrow that these hoes will be mad at. Oh yeah, bitches sweet, and I always get my lick boo. I got for my bitches and I'm fighting over dick too.
Can't say your name up in my songs, might not fuck with you tomorrow. Can get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a fuck tomorrow. Ain't fucked up by no credit score, I might be rich as fuck tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. Can't say your name up in my songs, might not fuck with you tomorrow. Can get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a fuck tomorrow. Ain't fucked up by no credit score, I might be rich as fuck tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow. Pocket shit, you would think I went to school for chiropractic. Looking good as hell today, just sent my nigga 5 text. Why'd you come from me about a nigga, man? You bitch back. They come at me about niggas who I don't need them family track. I don't know that nigga, I just seen them on the town before. I can't be up in her face, I took her nigga down before. When I lose a nigga, I just pop out and go find some more. Soon as I feel like my time get wasted, then it's time to go. They say they don't fuck with me, but I say they can't fuck with me. Just like the girl, I'm everywhere. How you say it so with me? Them bitches should've stayed down. They could've been up to me, but all they doing is talking down, cause they can't get up with me. My ex looking on my old friend, both they ass some fucking clowns. Thinking that she got one up on me, she got my hand me down. Thought he wasn't gon' have to stand on shit like he was handicapped. Made that nigga stand on it, now his ass can't stand me now. High as fuck, I'm lit, yeah. I don't smoke up 2 shots, flying with my gang and them, look at them like sisters. Bitches be lame, they go outside about these niggas. I don't wanna hang with them, they don't have no business. They be going for anything, but I can't go for none of that. Why would I go chase you if I know you gon' come running back? Cut that body off, they been feeling like a lumberjack. They really get me fucked up, and now I'm going for none of that. She the type that nigga make her mad, she going too soon. Me, I'm kinda ratchet still, so I'm the type to be some. I can't love you, baby, like your bitch, so don't leave her. He gon' choose her every time, cause it's cheaper to keep her. Can't say your name up in my songs, might not fuck with you tomorrow. Can get my feelings hurt today, I won't give a fuck tomorrow. Ain't fucked up by no credit score, I might be rich as fuck tomorrow. Every day the sun won't shine, but that's why I love tomorrow.
That time of year when we find a man to keep us warm through these cold months.
But not just any man will do.
That's right. We out here looking for some.
I need a big boy with polar bear arms. Keeps me warm in the winter snowstorm. When chill is watching, but his jacket's unzipped. He bring in my groceries in just one trip. Till the sun comes back, I need a big boy hottie. Mix his own heat with his big boy body. For the next 3 months, skinny boy is his bed. Forget a 6-pack, I need the whole damn bag. Big boy with a big old back. A California king, refrigerator stack. With steaks on steaks on steaks on steaks on steaks. Butter, bacon, cheese, and lasagna in the tray. Need an enormous man with an enormous hand. Feeds me snacks with his enormous hands. And I hope he asks me to be his winter wife. Cause messing with a big boy will change you, Lord. I want a big boy, give me a big boy. I need a big boy body like a bouncer, big mouth breather and legs like a monster. Get in the bed and he gonna do me right. And when we
Red check. You gotta play red. See it red. Last 2 months of the game. Some games in, brother. Yeah,
1 minute left in the first half of this one. We've got Dyson Daniels. He's out there with Castle. And it's Leonard in at the 4 slot. That's the San Antonio 5. Out left to the wing. Easy breezy. Three-pointer, no good.
He came out today planning to do as much damage from three-point range as possible. Well, it looks like it's time to change up the plan, guys.
Here's the Arabia. 16 points for him. Here's Daniels. Three-pointer off the mark.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Easy Breezy. Give him 35. And the basket is good. Easy Breezy's got 37.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Here's Castle. Over Vassell. Blocked! And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. San Antonio on top, up 2. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shot.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look at the Clippers. Like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
On the floor for the Clippers, Devin Vassell out there with Jalen Suggs. Then it's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Brooks in at the center, locking down the middle. Obviously, everyone knows about the defense of Kawhi Leonard, but Grant, his shooting is overlooked.
Yeah, you know, he's at about 40% from three for his career. You combine that with his wing defense, you get a one-of-one player capable of carrying a team.
Clippers trail by 4. Brooks a screen on Leonard. Here's Easy Breezy. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And now that's a moment.
Shooting. I'm shooting bogus, brother.
Tim Builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Devin Vassell is progressing offensively. He said, I feel like the game has slowed down, just making the right reads. I know I can get to my spots. I just want to show that I'm an efficient scorer and a willing passer. I'm trying to be the best player that I can be.
Yeah, love that work ethic, Allie. Thanks. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Brooks a screen on Leonard. Here's Easy Breezy. Can't tie it up. That one misses.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here. Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
For the lead. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
For the tie. And Brooks with the layup. Brooks has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Leonard. Leonard doesn't hold back.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Pass to Brooks. Brooks a screen on Leonard. The 3 from Suggs. On target from range. Suggs has gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Leonard outside. Back to Daniels. Here's Branham. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Suggs. 6 to shoot. Pass to Castle. The 3 is up. Pure. That's basket number 9 on 12 tries.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Well, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Leonard for 3. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
And making 3 of their first 4 shots in this half is a strong start. Now it's about growing at momentum.
Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
Sharp assist by Suggs. Capable of running your attack.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. And the Clippers making a change here. Smith's checked in. Here's Easy Breezy. He's got 42. There's the triple. Drops in the three. Easy Breezy's got 45 points.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Castle. Here's Laravia. Nice move. And it's good on the lay-in. Laravia's got 23 points.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Here's Easy Breezy. Up in time. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Clip. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist to the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Yeah, it's pretty to watch. It's great to have so many big men in the NBA who can dish it like this.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. They've got Tim Hardaway, and it's Branham in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Here's Easy Breezy. There's the drive, and it's Laravia with a rebound.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
To the paint. Here's Hardaway. That misses. Had a chance to tie it.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Zubac, screen. Takes it inside. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Pass to Minot. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. Laravia got a piece of it. Here's Easy Breezy. Off target from three-point range. Spurs trail by 4. Here's Castle. Up and overdone. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Yeah, trying to get separation from the defense right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
The basket counts and one. He'll go to the line, a chance at a three-point play.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Well, I love how they're attacking the rim. That will usually force defenses to collapse and open up a lot of outside shots.
They're also doing a good job working the ball inside tonight. The defense has been struggling to slow them down there in the paint.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Pass to Laravia. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Their next game is at Barclays Center in Brooklyn for a game of the Nets. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them. Here's Easy Breezy. Another one goes. Incredible.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Hunter with a double. Here's Laravia. Tipped. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And you don't need a roadmap when he's got open court in front of him like that.
Well, the best way to attack is in transition. He recognizes that.
To the inside. Here's Branham. And that time also a missed shot.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Here's Easy Breezy. It's tipped. Here's Branham. He's covered by Suggs. Inside, Minot. Out of bounds, it'll be the Clippers' ball. The Spurs making a switch here. Daniels is checked in.
Here to the lineup for your Spurs, number 5, Dyson Daniels.
The Clippers lead by 11. Here's Easy Breezy. Into the lane. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
The Spurs call time.
T-shirt time, fans. Put your hands in the air and make some noise. One could be coming your way. Who wants a free T-shirt? Get on your feet and go wild so we can see you. Okay, everybody, time to get up and get loud right now.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to San Antonio's coach address his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Suggs. 5 on the clock. To stop the run. Daniels, that one's true.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Here's Easy Breezy. And the Clippers miss again.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game.
And that one's good. Larabia's got 26 points.
Look, in that first half, he was hot from beyond the arc. And that's now his second in this half.
Easy Breezy. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. So interesting, Grant. Younger fans may not realize the Clippers had a lot of rough seasons early on.
Well, you know, B.A., that's one way to put it. You know, in their first 27 years in L.A., they only made the playoffs 4 times. But things have definitely changed. Owners have changed. And now they're postseason regulars in the league.
Tilly passes to Hardaway. It's stolen by Hunter. Here's Vassell. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Laravia. Here's Tilly. Here's Daniels. He's guarded by Vassell. To the left side wing. 4 on the clock. And it's Laravia missing.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Easy Breezy. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
If they keep hitting free throws at this clip, it'll help them seal the deal.
Stan, one of the most impressive streaks in sports history. The San Antonio Spurs, one of the smallest markets in the NBA, making 22 consecutive playoffs.
Yeah, and Brian, there's nothing that I respect more than consistent success year after year. I think it's harder than having that one great year. What San Antonio did in those years is incredible.
And they had a great sideline reporter out here, too.
Good-looking guy.
Los Angeles leading by 12. There's a screen. Going inside. And out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Ingram's checked in for San Antonio.
Number 55, Harrison Ingram.
San Antonio's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Ingram with a screen on Suggs. Pass to LaRavia. Here's Castle. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
When you're trying to cut into a lead, you can't afford that kind of mistake.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
Here's Easy Breezy. Free throw line jumper. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Daniels. To stop the drought, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Devin Vassell. And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard, and guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions. Those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Hardaway. Here's Easy Breezy. Back to Suggs. Pass to Easy Breezy. From downtown, he drops it from range. And the Clippers lead by 14.
I like their approach here. Suggs really makes the effort to get his guys set up well.
Here's LaRavia. Hunter covering. Here's Castle. Leonard finds some space. Got it from about 16 feet. Leonard's got 9 points now in the second half.
Yeah, Kawhi, a master of the mid-range. For most, it's not efficient, but for him, it's cash money.
Down low. Brooks with it, and it's Leonard picking him up. Pass to Vassell. There's the 3. And Los Angeles, another 3.
Well, this is Vassell's game. He can do that all day.
Spurs trail by 15. Here's Daniels. Here's LaRavia. Hunter covering. Leonard inside. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
On the wing, Vassell. Here's Daniels. Drains the triple.
The Aussie Daniels finding his struggle from 3.
Here's Easy Breezy. Brooks a screen on Leonard. Here's Easy Breezy. Driving in.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Out to Leonard. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Suggs has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Easy Breezy. Understand the minimum games threshold for postseason awards. It seems to be working as a motivator.
Well, especially, Brian, because those awards can impact player contracts. So that benchmark, 65 games, about 80% of the schedule, that's a bar that players are looking to surpass.
Do you like the 65 games, or would you like to see a different number?
I mean, I think it's great. If anything, I'd like to see it higher.
And San Antonio making a change here. Branham's checked in. Here's Daniels. He's covered by Suggs. Shot clock at 5. Spurs need to get one up here. And here's Ingram from the arc. Deflected. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Los Angeles leading by 14. Here's Easy Breezy. Boom! He jams it straight down.
A monster finish with authority.
And he hangs on the rim for a little extra spice. The Spurs call time.
Coach is not happy with their effort on the defensive glass. They're giving up way too many second chance points.
Pass to Castle. Oh, deflected. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Here's Branham.
They've upped their intensity on defense, a noticeable change from the first half. I love their work on the glass. They hold a nice rebounding advantage.
Here's Easy Breezy. The offensive rebound. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by Branham. Branham's got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Daniels. Outside the arc. Got a hand on it. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. A minute 58 left in the final quarter. Ingram with a screen on Hunter. Just 5 to shoot. Branham.
Well, great D from Hunter. That is his calling card.
Branham misses. Easy Breezy misses.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Branham passes to Daniels. Here's Castle. To win the cold spell. It's deflected. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession. .127 left in the fourth quarter.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And what a huge performance it was for Easy Breezy.
Well, he was all about the rim protection in this one. His defensive presence was felt from the get-go.
Here's Daniels. He's covered by Suggs. Leonard, right side. Pass to Branham. Here's Daniels. Sinks that one. Now shooting 5 of 10 and looking sharp. 50 seconds left to play in the fourth. Here's Easy Breezy. This one for 3. And another one.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Daniels passes to Ingram. Here's Castle. Pass to Leonard. The 3 hits the trifecta. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Clippers winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.
But not just any man will do.
That's right. We out here looking for some.
monster. Get in the bed and he gonna do me right. And when we all done, we gonna snore all night. And then he stops.
If you feeding me pasta and lobster, if you see me up on Tuesday, like what's doing bad, let me take you shopping. I told him, well, I'm a little busy. He said, damn, I'm in your city. But anyway, it's okay, hope you have a good day. I'ma see you by they 50. Then I told him, you treat me so well. He said, cash out for sale. But I
Now let's see the starting lineup for the visiting LA Clippers. At guard,
Devin Vassell.
At center,
Maurice Brooks.
at forward, DeAndre Hunter. At guard,
Jalen Suggs.
at forward,
Kobe, number 0.
the head coach of the visiting team, Teron Lue. At forward, 6'6", number 10,
Corey Kispert.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in. And this season's still very young. Greg, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, Kevin, I'm always interested in the rookies, seeing which guys step up. The leap to the NBA can be a huge one, so you never know what will happen with some of these young players.
And the Clippers starting 5. We've got Devin Vassell. Easy breezy out there with Brooks. Then there's Suggs. And it's Hunter in at the 3 spot.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Always a battle when you're up against Vucevic. His soft touch helps him convert inside.
Here's easy breezy. Vucevic defending.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now, here's Kispert. Pass to Thomas. Lets the 3 fly. Drills the 3-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's easy breezy. Vucevic defending. Lets it go with the 3. Thomas grabs the rebound. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Doncic dishes to Thomas. And it's Vucevic missing. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Brooks with a screen on Vucevic. Here's easy breezy. Oh, he jams it right over Nick Claxton.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Here's Claxton. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And sometimes defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Easy breezy. Banked in off the glass. Easy breezy's got 8.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Doncic. Outside Thomas. Just 5 on the clock. That one's not going to go. Nice defense by Vassell.
They set the screen. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Outside Thomas. Doncic feeling it out. Paxton sets the screen for Doncic. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Got a hand on it. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Easy Breezy. Throws down the breakaway jam.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go. Maybe it is showtime. Now, here's Doncic. Outside Thomas. It's deflected. Out to Doncic. Paxton a screen on Suggs. The 3 for Doncic. And he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Easy Breezy. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And Jordy Fernandez has called a timeout. He's made the decision, and he wants to huddle up with his guy.
Get ready to
These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Well, you look at Easy Breezy. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Kispert with it, covered by Hunter. Kispert setting the pick for Doncic to end the cold streak. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
6 to shoot. Doncic kicks to Thomas. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And it's Vassell in the corner. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
So it's Brooklyn now. Clippers able to drain the 3. The 3 for Doncic. Good on the 3-point shot. Doncic has got 8 points. Los Angeles leading by 7. Here's Easy Breezy. 14 points for him. He gets it in there.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the 2 teams.
Pass to Kispert. Back to Doncic. Down low. Stolen by Brooks. And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Clippers?
Oh, man. How about the mid-range jumper from these guys? It's on tonight. A huge part of their offense so far.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains. Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? And he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Pass to Vucevic. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
What a sell on that pump from Vucevic. He had my head moving there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And we got a timeout here called by Jordy Fernandez. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And checking out the stats here for Brooks. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 11 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And he really anchors them defensively with that tenacious play on that side of the ball.
He loves to get up into the uniform of his opposition and make you work for everything that you get offensively.
On the clock, Thomas passes to Claxton. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Easy Breezy. Vucevic defending. Here's Easy Breezy. 18 points for him. Here's Suggs. No good on the triple. Nets trail by 8. Thomas deciding where to go with it. Pass to Doncic. Paxton a screen on Suggs. Here's Vucevic. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Fires from deep. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Thomas. Last year, getting it done. And he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
Oh, yeah, one of the most dependable scorers in the league. He really saved him in several games a season ago. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Brooks. Trey Murphy comes in for DeAndre Hunter. And Chris Stein subbed in for Vassell.
This takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Here's Easy Breezy, and that one drops for him. Easy Breezy's got 20.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now, here's Thomas. He has 6. Here's Vucevic. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Vucevic has got 5. To the inside. Claxton with the steal. To the paint. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Here's Easy Breezy. Finished off the break. That's now 22 points for Easy Breezy.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Pass to Thomas. Shot clock at 6. Overdone. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Easy Breezy's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. That one falls. And now a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass to Kispert. Claxton against Zubac. Claxton the pass to Thomas. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. He's got 8.
Any possession that ends in a shot from that range after a good player and ball movement, that's a good one.
Done with a screen on Vucevic. Takes it inside. Fires the 3. Hits it to go from beyond the arc.
3.
And the Clippers lead by 10.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Vucevic with it. He has 5. Upside Thomas. Shoots. And it falls over the rim and in. Clippers leading by 8. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
You know, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Vucevic, a screen on Suggs. Shot clock at 5. A 3 ball. And it's Vucevic missing.
It's close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. No problems knocking that one down.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Vucevic setting the pick for Thomas. Out left to the wing. Pass to Kispert. From deep. Oh, he got it to go.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close a quarter.
Well, you love nailing the last.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And we'll be right back after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
On the attack, right from the tip, they've been relentless offensively.
Both teams will make substitutions. Clippers leading by 5. We've got Nicholas Claxton. Kispert is out there with Vucevic. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Christie against Thomas. Pass to Doncic. Now here's Kispert. Offline with his 3. Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster.
Here's Easy Breezy. Vucevic defending. Count that one. And it's now 26 points for Easy Breezy.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys. And it was the same exact story last time out.
Outside Thomas. And Frankie, here some players now having their shooting motion analyzed with optical recognition. More data for the shot doctors.
Well, Kevin, information is one thing, but disseminating that information and being able to communicate that to a player is really where the rubber meets the road. How are you going to help him grow with that kind of analysis?
Donnie's checked in for Christie.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Here's Easy Breezy. Oh! And he dunks it down.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Clippers leading by 7. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Kispert with it. Zubac defending. The Nets working the ball around now. Outside Thomas. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by the Clippers.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Pass to Suggs. Here's Easy Breezy. Takes the three. Rebound by Kispert. Nets trail by 7. Outside Thomas. Thomas with another miss.
Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. To the middle. Here's Claxton, and it's blocked. Dunn passes to Easy Breezy. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. 31 points for Easy Breezy.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Clippers, number 1.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
And it's Suggs with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Dunn misses. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Nets. Trailing by 10.
Last 2 minutes to play. Second quarter.
Here's Easy Breezy. Thomas covering. Here's Easy Breezy, and he slams it one-handed.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
And we say it time and time again, so I'll repeat it. Have to be careful with the ball, or this is what happens.
Vucevic down low. Will it go? Rebounded by Easy Breezy. Easy Breezy's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Lets it fly from 18. Rebound, Brooklyn. Vucevic has got his 4th rebound in this one. We've got 1:13 left to play in the first half.
And checking out the numbers for Suggs, how he did last season. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
This is his specialty. He sits on the bench, he gauges what's happening offensively, and he comes in and sticks the opponent's top scorer to freeze him out.
Here's Easy Breezy. That 3 off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Pass to Claxton. To the wing on the left. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jalen Suggs.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Number 0. At the line.
He hits both from the stripe.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
32 seconds left in the second quarter. Launches a 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 6 points, and the bucket from Claxton. Here's Easy Breezy. 33 points for him. Launches it. No good there.
They just do that, Kevin. They just did you.
What a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an incredible shot there. Just let it fly, take a chance, and somehow that one goes in.
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Clippers lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Booch. They had it going the first 2 quarters. How do you turn that around defensively?
Just got to get one-on-one stops, do a better job helping each other, just, getting whatever they want on that end, and we have to do a better job. And, yeah, it's just simple, one-on-one stops when we help, make sure the guy that helps, he gets help, and just keep rotating. We haven't done a good job with that. We're usually very good with that, so just got to focus, and come back and take it in half ready. We can make it a game if we play better defensively.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Welcome to our 2K Sports Studio. The Brooklyn Nets find themselves in quite a battle here tonight.
Their focus on defense has been inconsistent. Tough to win with lapses at that end. Yeah, they got to clamp.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
I think for Brooklyn, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason. Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Easy breezy has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based